morning, interwebs. It is 7:13 in the morning, and I am just leaving the house to head uptown. My very long commute of like 3 minutes. Okay, it'll probably be like 5, because, you know, I'm trying to be careful, and I'm vlogging while I'm driving, so that means I'm driving slower, which is probably better for everybody. But anyways, I'm headed uptown to set up my stuff. I got up at like 6:20, took a shower, loaded the things in the car. There's those things in the car. I mean, I don't have very much stuff. There's like dew on my windshield. Turn off now. Ah! Me and my windshield wipers. There we go. I couldn't turn them off. Oops. Anyways, so now I'm just driving uptown. Gonna set up, and I will be giving you a sneak peek of the booth today, like how I do everything set up, but I will be posting that over on the Hooked by Happenstance channel. So if you've not been there, there'll be a link to that on the end screen if you'd like to go check out my crochet crafty specific channel that does not just follow me around and listen to me blabber like this one. Okay, why is there's a sign? I have to go. It is just a smidge before 9, and I'm all set up, sitting in my chair with my umbrella, so hopefully I stay out of the sun. Yes, I have sunscreen, and if I feel like I'm going to be in it a whole bunch, I will put it on, but as of right now, I'm just trying to really stay in the shade, because it's so, like, muggy that it's going to be gross. So I'm sitting here, and I'm going to have a breakfast bar, and then I'm going to work on my wrap that I started last night. It is about 2:27, and I am on my way home. It's hot. The car says it's 95, but it's also quite humid, so it's, And I was in the full sun eventually. I mean, in the morning it was shady, and then it got to be full sun. So I have my umbrella. That helped. But I'm hot, and I'm tired. And I had a decent day. I had a much better day than I've ever had at this particular event, so that's good. But not like a super, super awesome day in general. But there was like, it was a $10 booth fee, and I live like 2.5 miles away. So I figure my overhead for this show was super minimal. So that makes it, you know, better than it seems. So that's good. I sold a bunch of crochet toys, and well, other things I sold, they were all crochet toys. No real interest in the bags. I had a couple people look at them, but the people that did look at them were discussing how like nicely made they were, but they were not really in the market for bags. And, you know, gave out a few cards and that sort of thing. So overall, not too bad a day. And now I get to go home, and I should get home before Steve has to go to sleep. I'm hoping, because I would really like a dish of ice cream. I mean, I could eat it without him, but where's the fun in that, right? So hopefully there's ice cream in my immediate future. So we did have ice cream. It was really good. And then I took a nap. And should I call it taking a nap? Because as soon as I got home and ate my ice cream, I put my pajamas back on that I had on last night. And then I hunkered down on the couch and I went to sleep. And I slept for a while, a couple hours I think. And then I got up and I had a headache and didn't feel very good. I think it was a combination of the heat, being dehydrated, and I didn't have any coffee today, and just, I don't know, felt kind of icky because of it. So I've been trying to drink a whole bunch of water. And that's a cup of tea in the microwave. Along with, I took some ibuprofen, and that helped. Till it didn't help anymore, and then I took some more, and it helped again. So, anyways, I'm gonna go and drink my tea, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I cleaned up the kitchen a little this evening, did some school and some stuff with the kids, and then there was like, I was trying to decide how to spend my creative time tonight, and like, I feel like there's some things I need to make now to fill in some things that I sold that I would like to recreate for future shows. But anybody that watches, you know, long term knows that when I have a craft show, I get to do some sort of like personal crafting, like a little bit of like celebratory crafting for having done a show. So I started a new sweater today, because apparently I'm into making clothing items for myself right now. Though this also serves my purpose of trying to use up my oldest stash. So my oldest stash that I kind of consider is that Bernat bamboo that I'm working my way through. I already made a sweater out of it. I still have some left. I'm going to make a wrap. I'm in process on it, but I didn't want to work on it because I worked on that today at the show. I wanted to start something new. So the next thing in my catalog of yarns is Bernat Mosaic in this color. It's the optimistic colorway. It kind of works up to be those colors. This is discontinued. People always see it and are like, ooh, that's amazing, and like want some. And yeah, it you can find it on D-Stash and things, but it is discontinued. And somewhat rightfully so. I mean, part of the reason I think I have so much of this left, I have used this yarn to make a ton of things. I have also frogged a lot of things I've made out of it and just been unhappy with them. It is not the most pleasant yarn to work with. It is a single. It's kind of like Noro, kind of, but not as nice a quality of yarn. But I think it stays together a little better. But anyways, it has a similar color progression, and it's a single, and it just, the way the twist is in it, it makes it kind of awkward when it's coming out of the ball. If you pull it from the center, or if you wrap it off the outside, it tends to like wrap around itself. Like there's too much, you can see here, like there's too much twist in the yarn. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's a single that you would put a lot of twist in it, but it just doesn't quite work out. So anyways, here's what I did this evening while listening to some podcasts. So that is going to be the front of a sweater. Let me pull up the picture for you because I know you're waiting anxiously. What sweater is it? It is a free sweater off the Red Heart website called the Square Deal sweater. Sorry about the tea in the microwave. I really should go get that. But anyways, the pattern itself calls for using 2 different like gradient yarns on the front, and then you use just like the one color for the arms and the back. And I was like, this has more than enough going on, and I think it will be better actually with this yarn to just use one yarn. So I'm using the one yarn, and I have had this sweater in queue on my computer since like about the time I bought this yarn. I went through and I looked at all the free patterns on Red Heart's website, and I downloaded all the ones I liked, and I have them in a file on my computer. And I've like gotten rid of a number of them that I decided as I did more crocheting were not my thing, but there was a number that kind of just still linger, waiting for the right yarn or person or reason, or you know. And this is one of them, and I've been thinking about this sweater recently, and I was like, I should just make myself one, and I should make it out of rainbow colors, because you know what, life is too short not to wear rainbow colors whenever possible, right? So anyways, gonna go drink my tea, probably gonna read a little Harry Potter, then I'm going to bed. And like I said, it's 1:24, so it is early for me, which is good. I do need to get to bed a little earlier, but still not like crazy early where I'm gonna wake up and be like weirdly off schedule. So hopefully I will fall asleep in the next like half hour or so and get an extra hour or 2 of sleep tonight. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.